How do they suppress the information? By banning books. And throughout history, since books have been written, people have been burned at the stake because they wrote books that the governments did not like, revealing information or just sharing opinions and ideas that threatened those in power. This is happening right now.
This is the Kevin Trudeau Show.
I am exposing the corruption in government and in major multinational corporations. We're telling you the things that they don't want you to know that will make your life better.
Hey everybody, Kevin Trudeau here. This is the show where you learn everything they don't want you to know about. Man, that sounds kind of interesting, doesn't it? Well, I'll tell you what. They definitely don't want you to know about everything I am revealing from behind the curtain. As a former insider, knowing what the government and they don't want you to know about. So much so that on the various platforms that I am broadcasting, YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, Apple, etc., subscribers are being mysteriously kicked off and unsubscribed to this channel. If you type in the Kevin Trudeau Show, mysteriously, our show doesn't even show up. So if you go to some of these platforms and type in the Kevin Trudeau Show, which is the name of this, it's the Kevin Trudeau Show channel, mysteriously, our shows don't even show up. Our videos are being suppressed. The show is being suppressed. There's more that I know that I can't say because I am in court, as you know. And the U.S. government is trying to shut this show down, shut down the Kevin Trudeau fan club, stop me from writing books, stop me from doing my monthly Zooms with partners of the fan club. They want to stop the dissemination of information that I am giving. They definitely do not want you to know this information. Censorship is in full swing. The suppression of free speech, not just in America, all over the world, is in full swing. This is what, throughout history, the powers that be, the elite class, always want to suppress the free flow of ideas and information. Before there were books, peasants were forbidden to learn how to read and write. You had things on tablets or on the walls, paintings, hieroglyphics. Only the priests, only the pharaohs, only the people in power could read and write. Everybody else couldn't. And this allowed those in power to come in and saying, I will tell you what the gods have said. You must do this, and you must do this. It is written. Well, nobody could read anyway. They could make up anything they wanted. When books came out, people started learning to read and write. Well, how do they suppress the information? By banning books. And throughout history, since books have been written, people have been burned at the stake because they wrote books that the governments did not like, revealing information or just sharing opinions and ideas that threatened those in power. This is happening right now. The government is coming after me. As you know, they've been coming after me for decades. Hey, let's give the government side of the story. If I had the Mr. FTC here, hey, Mr. FTC, why are you going after Kevin Trudeau? Well, Kevin Trudeau is a liar. He's a snake oil salesman. He's a fraudster and he's a scammer. And he is lying to consumers and ripping them off by selling them junk. His books are junk and dangerous because they're full of lies. All of his audio programs are junk. They're dangerous and full of lies. Everything that Kevin Trudeau says is a lie. Everything that Kevin Trudeau says should be stopped because he is infiltrating the minds of susceptible people with fake information, with misinformation. He has ripped off millions. That's what the FTC says. Excuse me. Mr. FTC, have you ever presented one person out of the tens of millions of people that have bought things from Mr. Trudeau, actually the hundreds of millions around the world, have you ever presented in court even one person, one of the hundreds of millions probably, or 100 million or 50 million, whatever the number is, of people that have bought from Trudeau, have you presented even one person who said, I was ripped off by what Mr. Trudeau said in his book? I bought his book and I was ripped off. No. No? I'm sorry. Did you say that again? No. Never in decades. You haven't found one customer, not one, who said that they bought something and felt ripped off. Folks, that tells the tale, doesn't it? But have you found millions, tens of millions of people who said, not only did I buy one thing from Kevin Trudeau, but another book and another book and another book and another book, and I love what he says. And I found that what he says to be helpful, empowering, and life-changing in a positive way. So here we are. I'm still fighting decades later. And by the way, I told you on the last show, I don't have to be here. I would not be dealing with the government. I'd have no lawsuits against me if I simply stopped this show. As a matter of fact, off the record, the government has told me, Trudeau, look, it isn't us, it isn't me, it's the higher-ups. You know that. You know the political connections that are pushing people at the Federal Trade Commission. You know that. We're being told what to do. We're just following orders. You know that. I go, yeah, I know. We can't, I have a job. I have a family. I have a career to think about. So I have to do what the higher-ups at the FTC say, and I'm just an FTC person, and I have to do that. Okay. But I know this, Mr. Trudeau. If you vanish, if you just stop writing books, if you stop making speeches, if you shut down the fan club and stop doing the monthly Zoom calls with your partners, if you stop doing seminars and revealing information, if you stop all your podcasts and shows on Rumble and YouTube and Spotify and Apple Podcasts, if you just shut it all down, everything will stop against you. Everything will stop. And you can go off into the sunset and you can create tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars in business. You've done it before. You know all these people are lined up. They want to do business with you. All you have to do is just stay out of the public eye and stop telling everybody what you know. That is the deal. And a long time ago, this happened where I was offered millions, tens of millions to go away. And I said, I got to sleep on it. And I prayed about it, and I thought about it, and I went into the field, and it wasn't a right or wrong answer. It was a choice. Which path do I want to go on? Do I want to fulfill my purpose and destiny and burn off my karma in this lifetime? Or do I want to go the easy route and have to come back another lifetime and deal with karma? Well, I decided, I've lived a good life. I've lived an amazing life. The Rolls Royces, the Ferraris, and all that stuff. This is exciting. And it really is in alignment with why I'm here. So that's why I've said before, I have no problem with the path that I've chosen, even though it's a bumpy one, because it's the road to Hana, paradise. So it's all good. It's all good. Hi, I'm Kevin Trudeau. This is everything they don't want you to know about to improve the quality of your life. Broadcasting every Monday and Wednesday, 2 days a week now. Monday and Wednesday at 1 o'clock Chicago time. Make sure you tune in and subscribe to the channel and share these shows with everyone you know.